Hello and welcome back to Highlight Crafts TV. We're fantastic to have you here with us. We've got another new launch for you. This is in our family favourites range. It's our collections. This is volume 12. You are going to love this. I've often said, before I even knew this was out, kingfishers are my favourite birds. So if you're like me and you love kingfishers, that flash of blue when they dart past you on the river, then this is going to be the collection that you will love. And who doesn't love an elegant swan? So we're going to be giving you 4 dies, sets of dies in here, and I'm going to go through all of these in a minute. But aren't these beautiful? I just wanted to whet your appetite and show you what we're going to be looking at. They're absolutely gorgeous. So what you need to know, we're Highlight Crafts TV. It's fantastic to have you here. We love having your company. We're so interactive. If you have any questions or any queries, then please do not hesitate to get in touch. Now, we do Shopping TV a little bit differently here. You're going to see myself and Mel here. She's just busy doing other little bits, but she'll be joining us in 2 minutes. But if you want to shop with us, it is fantastic. If you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, it is so easy. You will see the codes rotating down the side here. Shop Pearl is on the screen now. Shop Opal. Those are your codes. So you just type in the word shop, followed by Pearl or followed by Opal, and you will be able to buy those things. There will be a collection. Shop Digital is our SVG bundle, and there will be a bundle of all of them together, which it will appear in a minute. There you go. Oh, that's Shop MCS, and the one with the MCS and the dies is coming on. They are not that one, because that's SVG.
Yes, no, and artwork.
Oh, yeah. And artwork. Yeah. So that's the SVG. Ah, right. So that's everything included. So if you want to do that, you put those codes into the comments, and it will set up a basket over on highlightcrafts.com. So that is so easy for you to shop. When you're ready to check out, when you put everything in that you want, you click on the link that we send you in a direct message. That'll take you over to the Highlight Crafts website, and then you just check out. But please always remember to have logged into your Highlight Crafts account before you check out. If you haven't got one already, then set one up. It's really, really easy. We're going to send you a little gifts on your birthday. If you give us your date of birth, you'll give us your email address, and then we'll send you sneak peeks, tell you what's coming up. It's really, really informative. And also, we are going to make sure that you get discounts on every item that you buy. So the price that you'll see here, Shop Bundle, which is all of the dies and the Minecraft Studio artwork, it's telling you we've reduced it about half price there, near enough, to $22.99 for 4 sets of dies and the Minecraft Studio, but you won't pay that price because you will get your discount off that. Now, if you're buying physical product such as this and you get your spend to over £35 after your discount, we will knock off $2.95 and pay your postage and packaging for you. So that is even better. Obviously, if you're buying a digital product, you won't be needing that at all. Now, if you're not watching this on there, if you're watching us on Instagram or directly on the website, then you will shop via the website. And all you'll do is you'll just click on the side of all of the products that appear on the website, and they will jump up into your little purple shopping basket, and then when you're ready, you'll check out exactly the same. So it's really, really easy to shop. Couldn't be simpler. And all the time you're shopping, you can have us on your TV or on your phone or on your tablet and watch us, and hopefully get lots and lots of crafty inspiration. Now, let's have a look at this. Family favourites. So I've come in, is this the third one or the second one since I've been here? I can't remember. I know I've definitely done 11. Can't remember whether I did 10. But these are your family favourites collections. So these are like mum and babies, mum, dad and babies. It's always a variation. So you're going to see a grown-up animal, and also the smaller one, the children. So you're going to be getting these. Now, I'll show you these. You're going to be getting Pearl. Pearl is this gorgeous, elegant swan. Now, you're going to get 2 dies in the set. You're going to get the main die and also the matte layer as well. But then you can cut into them and you can create that gorgeous decoupage look. So these are going to come with your Minecraft Studio. You can see it's on there. Now, what I didn't say to you before is if you're buying these as a physical product, then they won't be dispatched until the 6th of March. We're really sorry about that, but it is currently Chinese New Year, or going into Chinese New Year, and we've also got a couple of our things stuck in customs. We found it all out last week. You will get these. If they come in earlier, we will clearly dispatch them sooner if we can. But based on what we know, we believe dispatch will be the 6th of March. If there's any change, clearly we'll let you know, and we can only apologise, but it's been taken completely out of our hands last week. But I'd rather know I've bought it, I've secured it, and I'm going to get it. Your Minecraft Studio will come to you straight away, so you can be printing out the reflections, you can be printing out the backgrounds, you can be doing things with the digital stamps. Those are going to come to you straight away. There's no delay on those. It's just on the die elements. So as I said, you're going to get pearl, then you're going to get pearls, gorgeous little signets, opal and odette. You're going to get them in the 2 sizes. See that? Yeah. You get 4 dies, don't you, in that? Just checking on that.
8.
Yeah. Yes, so you're getting 8 in total. Yes, there we are. I've just suddenly doubted myself there because it had 2 names, opal and pearl. So you're getting them in looking to the left or looking to the right in the different sizes, which is perfect. You can either have them like this, so that they've got, a larger one and a smaller one, or you can have them as perspective. Bring the largest one forwards, and then put the smaller ones at the back, and it looks like they're the same size, but just swimming away. It's entirely up to you. I love those. And again, you're getting the matte layers with each of those, so it really makes them pop. Now, this one really got me excited. Delta. Isn't she beautiful? I've made no secret about the fact that a kingfisher is my favourite bird, probably with a puffin as my second after that, definitely. Don't know why, it must be the colours. They're both colourful birds, aren't they? And look at these, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? So you're going to get Delta with the matte layer and also the branch for her to be sitting on if you want. They don't sit on them for long, they dart past. Last time I saw them, this is going to sound really sophisticated, but it wasn't. I was canoeing down the Dordogne, and they were flashing past me on my canoe boat. I think I'd rather have not been in a canoe boat, but it was an activity we're doing. It was near where my mum lives, but they were beautiful, darting around. If you want, we've got Dot and Dash, which are the smaller ones. Again, you're going to get the matte layer, and I love how one's looking left, one's looking right. But look at the pop of colour on those. Aren't they gorgeous? You're getting the wings, and they look beautiful as decoupaged up. These are absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you want these and you want yours delivered as soon as they arrive after the 6th of March, then you just need to put shop bundle, the code is there, shop bundle, into your basket, and that's what you're going to get. Now, we mentioned the Minecraft Studio. Minecraft Studio, you're going to be getting digital stamps, clearly resizable. You could be using these, and I'll show you the seam building, and you can use those together. All of the individuals that I showed you, Delta, she's there, Dot and Dash are there, so are Opal and Pearl, and then you can do that. Opal and Odette as well as Pearl, sorry. You're going to get your reflections, which is the beautiful artwork. You just lay them over. Yours won't be black. I don't know why that's printed in black. That is
a black swan. It's a black swan. Yeah, there's 2 colours.
Oh, sorry.
So there's a...
I couldn't see that one. I had my hand over it. Oh, wow. I hadn't realised that. Oh, that's good. Sorry, I hadn't realised that then. And then you're going to get your seam building. He actually does look really cute there in the black, doesn't he? Really cute, really works. Sorry about that. And then you're going to get your scenes. Now, we're really adding to that library of our scenes, aren't we? Aren't these beautiful? These are stunning. I love the colourways. We've got morning, we've got middle of the day, and we've got nighttime. You did good on these, Sophie. She was just telling me she did these last week. They are beautiful. I am loving those. And then you're going to get your textures. Now that one definitely has printed out a little bit wrong, hasn't it? Yeah. But then you're going to be getting all of these. I love how you're getting the feathers. You almost like an oil on water. Aren't they beautiful? So you're going to get 16 of those. And that is what you're going to get in your Minecraft Studio. Hello, Mel.
Hi. Sorry, I had to nip upstairs and sort book nooks out.
It's okay.
How fabulous is this?
beautiful, isn't
it absolutely stunning? Corinne, I'm going to let you go and get ready for a demo.
Thank you. Yes, please.
And I'll take you through the SVG
I haven't looked at any comments yet, sorry, we were too busy.
No, it's fine. I need to tell you 10% of the bundle is already allocated and in people's baskets. It's been busy on this overnight. So if you want it, please put it into your basket and check it out. Now, these will be dispatched from the 6th of March. I know it's a slight delay, but at least you're reserving yours when they come in, because at the moment we're getting dies in and they're going out super, super, super fast. We've had a few problems with it being Chinese New Year and customs. Why do they always have to make it difficult? Thanks, Amber. It gives me a message. She comes up with this whiteboard like that, so I don't miss it. I love it. We've got Snoop in the building today as well. Our little Snoop dog's back. You'll hear him through the day going grumbling because Amber hasn't got him on her knee. Right, let's talk about this. I mean, this is beautiful. The swan with the cygnets and the kingfisher with the babies. We've bought you a kingfisher very similar to this before, but it had like a floral headband on. If you're a traditionalist and you love a kingfisher just to look like a kingfisher, then these are absolutely fabulous. I also need to say, can we just talk about this price, please? Because it's down from $44.95 to $22.99. You've got bar 4 pence, a £22 saving on a brand new launch. Look at half price. I don't know why we're doing it, but we are. So grab it while we've got it. Shop bundle, $22.99. We'll get you that little lot. We're ready for spring. Newness to arrive, lambs to be jumping around in the fields again, aren't we? Now then, if you would like the Minecraft Studio, can we do the dies by, is the dies by themselves the same as the price of the dies with the, yeah. Oh, so if you just wanted the Kingfishers, we can do those for you as individuals. Shop Kingfisher, we'll get you that set and that set for $14.99, but for £8 more, you're going to get that, and your Minecraft Studio. So for £8 more, you might as well get the collection. Right, this beautiful artwork. And what we do when we bring you colours, we'll make sure this is sorted out for you as well. What we do is we colour pick. So if I took, for example, the Kingfishers, look how it works with that blue, that one, that one, that one. Even with these, you would get away with that as well. And then for your swans, I mean, you can use them with your blues, you can use them with your very soft greens, you can use them with your lemons with that little pop of orange in there, or like your clotted cream ice cream. That's what we need, Corinne. Hot fudge cake and clotted cream ice cream on top. I know, if you're going to eat cake, you've got to do it properly, right? You don't just have a thin slither of cake. No, I'm just living my life, because what happens if, you know, I'm not here tomorrow? I will be here tomorrow, because it's book nook day. But imagine that. No, I don't want any of that. I want my chocolate cake right now, thank you. Right, so you've got all of your textures. You've then got some of the most beautiful scenes from the sunrise in the morning, where all you hear is the trickle of the water and the songbird in the sky, and then a swan with her cygnets just come swimming along, paddling gently across the river. Then you've got them in here. What was that place called in Peterborough, near where Nancy lives?
Yes.
It'll come back to me at some point, probably up at 3 and tomorrow morning when I sit up and shout it out. You've got the sun, full sun here. Look at the sun coming through the trees. You've got so many different ones. The waterfall down here, the sunset at night, deep in the night. How gorgeous is this artwork? It's beautiful, isn't it? Diane says these shows should come with a financial health warning. I'll tell you what, Diane, to get all of this and that for $22.99 before you discount, I think we need the warning. This will be busy. Warning, warning, warning. Get it while we've got it. It's nearly half price and it's brand new. I love the Black Swan. Have you seen that film, The Black Swan?
Yes, but
the ballerina one.
Yeah.
It's very dark.
It's very dark.
Very good. If you haven't watched it, and I found out yesterday, Peaky Blinders is coming back.
Oh, do you like Peaky Blinders?
Oh, loved it. It's one of my favourite things ever. You've got your reflections in there, and you've got your digi-stamps. Now, we're going to come on to the SVG files now, and the reason that I paused at digi-stamps is because these over your artwork and then printed off. So if you took that into Micro Studio, brought on the colour, the scene building, brought on the digi-stamp and laid it over, it looks then like you've stamped it and coloured it in. It's really cool. But the best bit is the outline, because it's black, you just scan it in. You don't need to turn the image back in the brightness with this one. So if you just wanted that kingfisher, but you wanted it this big, you can do that. Just put the digi-stamp over the top. It's really exciting. And honestly, this with scan and cut is like a dream now. Right, where's my printout for my SVGs? Thank you, Sophie. Hiding under here. It's a good job there's a young brain somewhere. It's not mine. Right, let's talk SVGs, shall we? Now, if you fancy foiling them, you've got your detail cuts now. And your detail cuts on your reflections come as a little cross. So you line up the cross. You might need to rotate it, because Sophie will always try and get as many on a page as we can. Cheryl Kay says, what are you doing to me? What we're doing is bringing you a brand new launch at half price before your discount. I know. But that's not a mistake. But you know what? It's on the screen. Right. Family Favourites Volume 12 as SVGs. Draw them, foil them, emboss them, resize them, flip them, have them in spinners, right? Because you get the reverse reflections with your SVG files, but also use them in conjunction with your digi-stamps that you're also going to get in that artwork. Shop Digital, $14.99. It's going to get you that before you discount. How cool is that? Now, I don't think we're going to have time to do this tomorrow, but we'll try our best to do it next week because we've got a busy, busy day tomorrow. 15% of your die bundle is now allocated and in people's baskets. We were busy for this overnight as well, and we had a decent stock. Think about doing these on printable shrink plastic. I actually saw somebody yesterday do a flower on shrink plastic and then dip it in resin. Looked amazing. These, why don't you make your resin coasters and put these in? So pour a thin layer of resin, let it start to cure, put your die cuts in, or your resin decals in, and then put another coat over the top. These can be your coasters, can be home decor, card baking, gifting, making your own pictures, whatever it is. This is beautiful, and all those backgrounds that we've bought you and all those 2 Red Robins collections that you've already got, you can bring back out and reinvigorate with these. Shop Digital, $14.99 is going to get you those. Now then, it wouldn't be a launch here at Highlight Crafts without resin decals. How beautiful are these? Aren't they wonderful? Again, in your resin coasters, on your plant pots outside, on your bird bath, if you got the bird bath that David bought you last week, these are absolutely superb. Now, these are what we call UV direct to film decals. They're resin, and we have a printer in our warehouse that prints them. It's brilliant, and the quality of them is second to none. These are the quality of decals that they put on Formula One cars. Just know that wherever you put them, they're staying there because they are absolutely top quality. Shop Decal, $12.99 will get you that one. All right, don't miss out on that because these are super cute, aren't they? I love them. $12.99 will get you that. I just want to show you a couple of finished samples from our wonderful design team. This is from Kath. She says the other dies are from the 2 Red Robins Rose Garden and Songs of Spring. But look how wonderful that is. Those swans are gorgeous, aren't they? I want to do those on vellum and put the die cut behind them. I think they'll look absolutely stunning. stunning. I need to tell you now that 20% of the bundle is now allocated and in people's baskets. You've fallen in love with these. I'll tell you why I've fallen in love with them. The price, because you're getting all 4 sets of dies plus your Minecraft Studio for $22.99 before you discount. I'll tell you what, do you know what these would look lovely with? Your heirloom lace from the weekend, your swans and your signets with those are amazing. Now these will be dispatched from the 6th of March. We've had a few issues at the moment with it being Chinese New Year and customs. It's stuck. We're going to get them in as soon as we possibly can for you, but at the moment we're just banging our head against a brick wall, but they will definitely be dispatched from the 6th of March. So pop them into your basket. Listen, as a crafter, if I was sitting at home, I'd be like, okay, I've got to wait a little while, but at least I know I'm going to get it, right? So you're guaranteeing that you're going to get your set. So please put it in your basket, check it out as normal. You can download your Minecraft Studio and start playing around with that. I'll tell you what I like using Minecraft Studio for, designing. So because I don't have pictures in my head, I have no idea what that card's going to look like when it's done. I know. We had some guys in the other day who were going to come and join us and do some shows here, and when I told him that, he went, how do you do your job? I was like, I don't know, it's just never even, I didn't even know people have pictures in their head, but apparently you do. So I use Minecraft Studio to design, so you could start bringing in and designing your card fronts, your home decor, all that kind of stuff in Minecraft Studio and start laying it all out, so that, and open lots of pages and do that, so that when all your dies arrive, you're good to go, right? I love using it as a design tool, especially for scrapbooking. I know it's A4, but you just imagine that it's 12 by 12, don't you? But designing and layout, all of that kind of thing, Minecraft Studio is brilliant for. And I know it's Windows based, and I know some of you work on a Mac. And I don't say this flippantly, but you know what? For the quality of that graphics program, which is free to download, we had a lovely customer on, well, not customer, a family member, because that's what you are to us, on Saturday say that she's a Mac user, but she went out and bought a really inexpensive Windows-based PC and now uses Minecraft Studio instead of paying for Photoshop every month. And it's saving her a fortune. So if you have got a Mac and you're sitting there, you might be something to consider, because it's free to download and it is absolutely brilliant. I mean, the things you can do in there are just fantastic. 3 for 2. Oh, these looks are 3 for 2 as the one from the weekend. So are they still on? The weekend ones are still on, right? Okay. So the weekend ones that we brought you, did we do? How many did we do? 6. Would you like to see them? We did 6 at the weekend. They're not on this show, but you'll find them on the website. So if you decided, oh yeah, now I remember now, because I need 3 of each. If you bought some of these, or you want a couple of these to go with what we've just been bringing you in the previous hour, all of these beautiful, that flower is exquisite. Look at that. You can mix and match this with it. So whatever's on 3 for 2 on the website, you can put this and have this as one of them if that's what you want to do. It's entirely up to you. You decide. But can I just show you, look how the swan works beautifully with that. Look at the little signets. How wonderful is that? Right, okay, now then, I'm going to do the essential bit next, and I'm going to do it quickly so that Corinne can get to demo for you. But there's no point in having all this beautiful artwork unless you've got something fabulous to print it on, right? So we have got our A4 regular pure print. This is the one that I use as a scan and cut user day in, day out. All the book nook that we're bringing you tomorrow, well, you'll get your files today. It'll be a little bit later on. We're just literally collating it all at the moment and making sure that everything's been checked and everything's right for you. This 100 sheets of 140 GSM pure print is what I've printed everything on. I then went in and cut it all out again out of card and glued the paper, the reflection onto the card after I cut it, because I didn't want to use 250. I didn't want that thick white edge. So I did it slightly differently. You'll get more information about that tomorrow, but this is what you need to be putting in your baskets. Shop Pure will get you 100 sheets for $12.99. Now, if you will prefer 300 GSM in your regular pure print, this is one for you. Maybe you want to make your card bases out of this, or maybe you want to colour your digi-stamps with alcohol markers. This is by far the best card I've ever used for alcohol markers. And believe you me, I've tried a lot. This, superb. Because it's got a longer fibre, it allows the ink to move and gives you that blending time. But because it's 300 GSM, it doesn't flood. Because once your card's flooded from top to bottom, the only place that ink can go is out. And we don't want that. We want to contain that ink within the stamp. So that is superb for that. Shop card, $12.99 will get you 50 sheets. Now, if you are a die cutter, definitely not a scan and cut user, but a die cutter, you might want to use your premium pure print. Now this is 250. This has the tiniest fibres you can ever imagine. So when the ink drops on it, it has nowhere to travel and it keeps the quality, the intensity of that colour where it's dropped. So if you want 50 sheets of this, it's shop 50, $14.99. If you want it in 140, it's shop premium. You get 75 sheets of that for $14.99, shop premium. We do also have our vintage. Gone, right? We do not have our vintage, but we do have a black. Now, if you're going to use the black swan, this, because you can make a whole picture, you could be as ornate as you wanted. Whatever colour you do is your first matte layer. So for example, if we're to put in this one on a card and your first matte layer is the blue is the first thing you'll see. If it's orange, that's the first thing that you'll see. If it's black, that's the first thing that you'll see. It was a tip that I picked up years and years ago on a scrapbooking course in the States. Whatever you matte and layer it on, so for example, if you're doing a scrapbook page and you have a little girl with a yellow flower in her hair and the story is about the little girl, matte her on a skin tone. If it's about the yellow flower in her hair, matte it on yellow. It's all those little hints, tips and tricks that we bring you here at Highlight Crafts from the decades of experience that we've got in this industry. So if you want your black, it's brilliant on your scan and cut, I have to say. It's not black. It's like a very dark graphite. It's gorgeous. Solid core, so you don't have that white inner. 20 sheets for $12.99. And let me tell you, that price is fabulous because cardstock has gone through the roof. It's also really nice with your foil pen. Really nice. Shop 20, $12.99. Right, Corinne, over to you for demo.
Okay, right. Now, the thing about these family favourites that I've quickly picked up is that we're giving you the animals, and then that's going to allow you to take these and use it with your favourites, whether it's the heirloom or whatever. I'm using this today with our moments of peace. So you had that last week, the week before? It's within the last fortnight, I would say, definitely. So I've taken the gorgeous hearts. So we've got these two different hearts on here. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? I helped Amber do the boards for these, so I remember these. They are so pretty. And we're going to, and I've used the outlines to create a card base. So I've just put them on. So we've got double thickness. It's not a card base here. I'm going to show you another tip. And we're going to pop these on to here. Now they're different hearts, so I have to make sure I put them on the right side. I will say we have used a different background. This background isn't, oh, it's got that on the back. This background isn't in the collection. Our lovely Kath put this together for me, but the backgrounds were only finished last week because that's how we rock and roll here. So she's used a different background, but I'm going to show you the Minecraft Studio in a minute, and all of those backgrounds that are there, what I'm doing now is, even with the moments of peace, are going to look gorgeous. So I'm popping those on, one and then the other, overlapping them, and it will look so neat and tidy when we finish because we're going to pop the hearts over. So just think, which collections have you bought recently? Card shapes, you know, different designs. That heirloom had a heart in it. That was that heirloom heart, I think? Yes, it probably was. So you could maybe put that one in now. Which one is that? Was that one? Yep, that one goes that side and that one goes that side. So it's up to you which order, but look at that, you can't see the joins anymore. So let's put a little bit of glue. Now what I might be thinking of doing here is getting another one of these hearts and snipping into it and doing some decoupage with it as well. So you know, you can be adding all of those details. Now I'm not going to put my glue too far down. I'm going to just concentrate my glue down the middle at the moment, and you'll see why in a second. I don't want to go right to the edge, which is sort of counterproductive to what we normally do. And then we can put that on. And I love the angle of these hearts. So instead of putting the, you know, because that's the point, so instead of putting them 2 points down, we've sort of put them on their edges. So it's going to give us a lovely base. So I'm going to put the other heart on, and then I'll turn it into a card base. So at the moment, this is flat, two-dimensional. It's not a card base as you know it. It is just this element. Oops, glue's fallen over. I'm just using my bookbinding glue, which is the glue you'll see us using all the time. The superfine nozzle is perfect for this. Right, so once I put those on, I've just got a piece of our heavyweight construction. How big is this? It is just 7 centimetres scored at about 1.5 centimetres, and we've got it by 18 centimetres long. I need a new ruler. My ruler's only in centimetres, the one I've got here. I do it in inches normally. It's completely throwing me off. So let's put that on, taking off the red liner or your DIY Dr. tape. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put that onto here, just so that I know where it needs to sit. And then we can just pop that on there like that. So all I've done is create a lovely little star. So if I put it that way, can you see how it's just holding up on there? And then that will fall flat, and that will then, well, I've gone a bit too tight on the crease, but I love that. So just on there, so you can, you know, have it down as much or as little as you want. Really, really firm and robust. Now I have got the gorgeous Kingfishers. Remind me of their names, please. Delta.
And then dot and dash.
Dot and dash. There we are. Thank you. I never remember their names. So I've got them here, and I'm just going to pop them on to my card base. So I've got my 3D glue. I call it 3D glue, a nice dimensional glue. So this is the pin flare one. It's on our website. I know we've got it back in stock quite recently, so you'll be able to pick it up there, and you can see, can you see how it holds its shape on the back of there? That won't flatter. I mean, I think if I tapped it a lot, it possibly would settle a little bit, but it'll hold its shape. It's touch dry in about 30 minutes. It's properly cured overnight, 24 hours. I always give it 24 hours. And then I'm going to get my other one of Dot and Dash, and we're going to pop him on here. These are double thickness at the moment, just to give them that sort of rigidity. I'm going to keep the glue down the bottom half, and that's very deliberate because I want this top bit to be coming over the top of my card, and then we can pop them on there. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they absolutely beautiful? So then I've got another one, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to think to myself, which bits are nearest to me? So that wing is furthest away. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that wing off, just like this. Now I could go in lots of layers, so I could have that as my next layer, and then if I was to do another layer, I think I would trim across here. But because it's already got its die cut like this, you can see doing things like that are really easy to do, because those cut lines are just going to help you to create that dimension. So I'm just going to shape it. So I've added a little bit of shape, and then I folded it back. So I'm going to add a little bit of 3D glue behind here. It's very lightweight, is 3D glue, and it also, I find it, if you're doing things like animals, it's a much more natural shaping process than things like foam pads. Now, I would build your 3D elements up on the card unless you want to build them up like the day before. If you could make up a lot of these as 3D elements overnight, leave the glue to dry, and then build them up on your card. But if you want to do it on your card, it's easier to build them up as you go rather than beforehand. Otherwise, you might be squashing that 3D glue. And I thought I got another. Oh, it's there, look. So when I look at this one, I'm thinking his top of his head and there are nearest to me. So again, I'm going to look at the snip lines and I'm just going to follow those snip lines, and then we're going to pop that across here. It's warm in here, isn't it, Mel?
I have just turned the heating down.
I just saw you do that. It's definitely warmed up in here. There we go. There we are. And then we're going to pop that on here. Or let's go onto here. And again, it's just perfect that you can then just bring this in and add in to all of your other collections. So then we're going to get Delta. Oh, now we've got a branch on here, and we can pop the branch for Delta to sit on. And then we can pop that onto here, just across there. So this is why I didn't stick this down right at the ends, so that I could lift that up. I can pop that under there. Then
right, we've got a question from Karen.
Oh, yeah.
In the future, is it possible that you can sell the die cuts all done? Unfortunately, that would be a massive job. But you know what? If there is somebody who's buying the dies in the comments and they want to die cut them out for you and sell them to you, then absolutely go ahead. We haven't got time to sit here and die cut stuff out, unfortunately. And doing it as a paper kit where it pops out means that it's a whole cutting form that needs to be made. But have a chat with somebody who's bought it and see if they'll cut some for you, and then you can pay them. Marina Bowen, I'd like you to message help at Highlight Crafts, please. And just one thing that we're being asked quite a bit about today is book nooks. We're just collating all the files, so we're making sure that you've got the files for the grey board to make the outside of the book and the frame, if that's what you want to do. The MDF should be in for tomorrow. We're making sure that you will have everything that you need on the show tomorrow. So rest assured that 8 o'clock tomorrow morning we're going to be talking book nooks, and I'll take you through everything that you need. Basic stuff, DIY tape doctor, construction weight acetate, your 140 pure print, etc, etc, but that will all become clear. Diane will be sending an email out. We're just waiting for the files to come back from the MDF guys, so we can put those in case you want to cut it out of wood on your Glowforge, not MDF but wood. But we're making sure that everything's right before it comes to you. So just bear with us today. It will be before the end of the working day, but we just need to make sure that everything's organised properly for you. It's very exciting, isn't it? And I know you all want to start downloading everything, but we need to do it as one download. Otherwise, it gets messy. Right, let me reintroduce you to Family Favourites Volume 12. Sorry, I just need a quick drink of my tea. I tell you, I've done that much talking today. Now then, I want you to look at the price on your screen. Should be $44.95, which makes sense, right? £11 each. Not today. I don't think we have. This is the first time we've done Family Favourites at this price over, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, $22.99 before your discount, and then you'll get your points back. How incredible is that? Take a look at some of this. Aren't these beautiful? Our lovely Kath, who does a lot of our washes on our design team. She's so creative, absolutely fabulous, isn't it? But to get your swans, so you've got pearl in here. Look at the colouring on that artwork. I once got chased down the River Thames by a swan. They're vicious when they want to be, but not this one. Pearl's beautiful. And she's a mum. And she's a mum to Opal and Odette. Gorgeous are they? Aren't they? And they're proper fluffy, aren't they? They're gorgeous. Then, let me introduce you to Delta, the Kingfisher. Lovely, right? And the branch that she can sit on. And then we've got the little ones, Dot and Dash. Love that. Sounds like me when I'm faux stitching. Dot and Dash. Aren't they great? I love them. And they're really tiny. I love kingfishers. Like Corinne said, they're her favourite bird. I think my favourite bird's a magpie for different reasons. But yes, absolutely fabulous. Shop bundle, $22.99. Now, also for that price, oh yeah, you're getting your Micro Studio as well. I know, we're doing well. You won't get this. Your colours will be right when you get yours. You're going to get your Minecraft Studio. So you've got your feathers in the background. You've almost got like, when Jane does resin with alcohol ink and it moves and it captures the motion, it's almost like that, but the colourways are picked perfectly. So you don't have to go to your stash and go, that yellow will do or that blue will do. It needs to be right. Then you've got all of your scenes from sunrise to sunset and everything in between. Absolutely glorious, these. Then you're also going to get your scene building. Now for scan and cut users, this is brilliant because you can then, instead of resizing your reflection, which you can only do a little bit, but if you've only got an A4 printer, you can now take these into Minecraft Studio and make them the size that you want them to be. Then you can add your digistamp, so do it at the same time, bring on the digistamp, bring on the scene building as well, put that over the top, then print it off. You don't need to turn it black because you've got a solid line going all the way around the outside edge. It will read it and find it for you. I need to tell you that half the stock now of Family Favourites Volume 12 is allocated and in people's baskets. Congratulations if you've got that. That price is incredible. Shop bundle, $22.99 will get you everything I've just shown you, plus the dies. Super, isn't it? Now, they will be dispatched from the 6th of March. We don't like doing this. Unfortunately, it's out of our hands. So, 6th of March, they will be dispatched from that date. Well, they'll be dispatched on that, from that date. Yeah, that's exactly right. Now then, if you prefer SVG files, you can do that too. So in here, you're going to get your cutting files, your SVG cutting files. Well, I say SVG cutting files, they're SVGs. So you can draw them, foil them, emboss them, paper pierce around the outside edge so it looks like you've done your parchment and created that picot edge. I know that's going to be a thing. I'm obsessed with that now. You're also going to get 3 different sizes, so you'll always get the original die size. Then you'll either get a smaller and a larger, or a larger and an extra large version, depending on what the artwork calls for. You'll then get all the artwork, the reverse of that artwork, so if you want to do them back to back and have them in a spinner, you can do that as well. You're also going to get all your detail cuts with the little cross now that you can lay over your reflection and use that to foil. You're going to get all of those, and you get decoupage layers if they are applicable. So all of that, Shop Digital, $14.99. We might not have much time to do this. In fact, we won't have any time to do it tomorrow. I'm going to be really honest with you, but we will be doing it at some point on a scan and cut show. Our lovely Julianne would like to see the scene building again, please. Did I move it too fast? The camera focused on Mel. Oh, you ran slack there, Soph.
I know.
Love your honesty. I know, slacking. Can't get the stuff, you know. Julianne, it's hard, isn't it? But look at that, delta. You've then got the branch. You've then got dot and dash. Love that. You've got opal and Odette, the 2 little signets. You've also got them in black. You've got pearl, and you've got pearl in black as well. So that's your scene building. Right, if you want that, physically, dies, digitally, SVGs, it's up to you. Now, we also have our resin decals. It wouldn't be a Highlight Craft show now, would it, without resin decals with a die or SVG launch. These are super. Now, I believe that the decals from the weekend, the Heritage, was it Heritage Lace? No, Heirloom Lace. And it began with an H, couldn't remember the rest. I know, I did all that. Well, I did 4 out of the 5 shows, I still can't remember. I think they're still on a 3 for 2. You can add this in and make that part of that 3 for 2 if that's what you want to do. Gorgeous, aren't they? Shop Decal, $12.99 will get you that. Right, Corinne, let's come back to you. You've got about 10 minutes.
Okay,
love.
I want to just show you on the Micro Studio. I thought we'd have a look.
Sorry, Corinne. Yes, the raw digistamps. Come on, we'll have a look at the digi-stamps as well. The digi-stamps are, we're getting asked, this is for Crystal. There you go, Crystal. Those are your digi-stamps. Julianne says, thank you. I love you too, Mel. Thank you. Honestly, but I just needed to see them. Absolutely. Listen, can you imagine? So, years when we used to do Create and Craft, that message would have come in. It would have had to be sent to a producer. The producer would have had to read it and decided whether he wanted it sent through to the studio. Then it might have been sent through. Here, it's instant. So never ever apologise for asking questions. Never. And if you've missed something and you want to see it, absolutely. You're more important than us in this studio, so we make sure that we do it right for you. Right, Corinne, over to you.
Okay, so let's have a look. What I wanted to quickly show you, and I'm sure we'll get it sorted out, the textures, it's only on the index sheet that the those two are blacked out. If you want to see what they look like in real life, that's what they're like. They're tones of yellows with the cloudy one and the feathers.
To be fair, it's probably our printer, because that laser printer is shocking.
Yeah, it's showing it on the index on here as well, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But yes, so you can see you're getting all those lovely colours. But I wanted to bring you the scenes. They are beautiful. I've put a few on the screen here. And as Mel was saying, you've got them from, I mean, look at that, sunrise. You can use however much of that image if you wanted to. You can crop it down. You could just, I love the way you're looking through that willow tree. But look at that, if you only wanted to use that bit, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Just that mist rising, the sun just peeping over there. Really, really beautiful. So, you know, you've got those. And again, we've got that very similar scene, but from a different angle. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got, oh, let's bring that one to the front. Very easy to look at that. You've almost got the animated versions again, but can you just see, you can see those gorgeous swans just swimming down there, can't you? You can picture it. You can resize these can be any size that you want, right up, you know, if you've got the printer, have these printed as A3. It's entirely up to you. And then we've got this one. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I can just see, look at the way the sun comes through, and you've got the water ripples rising there, the rings. They're beautiful, and this, can you just imagine the swans from there? Or you could put the kingfishers on the branch there. I know we're giving you branches, but you could add them onto those branches. Have them darting through the sunlight. I showed you on the last family favourites how you could layer these up and cut out one of the layers so that you can have them as multiple layers and build up those images. They are just beautiful. And then we're going through to the nighttime scenes as well. So you've got your fantasy, you've got those gorgeous country scenes. You can just imagine, can't you? You've been at work all day and it's height of summer and you're just going for an after work decompress walk down the side of the river, and this is what you've seen. But I love how that blue is just reflecting down there, so pretty. And then we've got other scenes. Oh, I think I have to put that one on twice, but they are so beautiful. As we said, you've got your scene building, so we could be bringing Delta on. We can resize Delta as large or as small as you want to put it on those scenes, or you can then add in your digi-stamps and then you can pop it on top, and as Mel said, you then have it look like a stamped image. So if I group all of that together.
Shahab, we have mentioned it to the team, is saying that the artwork's called something different. When you download it, if you right click, you can change the name, because I do that all the time. So when it's on the server, all I see is the collection, but not named. I see MCS SVG. So if you right click, you've got an option to rename it, but we've passed it on to the team. It's probably just an oversight. So yes, and Amber answered your question for you, Shahab. So look at the difference that Digistamp makes.
Yeah.
It's night and day, isn't it?
It is. If I just bring it back on, so I put them at the side, and it's beautiful artwork, absolutely gorgeous, but just by adding that the digi-stamp over the top, it just
makes it look like you've stamped and coloured it in.
Does, doesn't it?
Yep, really clever.
Yeah, take the credit, take the credit. There you are, yeah, absolutely brilliant. And as we always say, you've also got your reflections as well for Delta there. We've got as much onto that page as we can. You've got the branch and you've got Delta there perfectly. Always print this out at 100%, and then we can do that. Yeah, we've just got a couple of minutes. I just wanted to...
It's 100% or actual size. Don't fit to page because your dies won't fit. It doesn't matter too much when you're doing it with SVGs because you can scale up you can group everything and scale it up and down. Just measure the height of the box on the reflection. But when you die cutting, it has to be 100% or actual size. Don't fit to page because your die won't work over the top. Right, Corinne,
I just want to quickly show you these decals. I haven't got a full project because we've only got a couple of minutes left, but I just want to show you how easy these are to do. Look at this. Aren't they gorgeous? So all you want to be doing when you get these, and look at how much is on the page. Look at that. Look at all the different sizes. You've got Delta large, but you've got small, really tiny. So you can be, mixing and matching those projects. So maybe you just want to squeeze something into a tiny corner. You can be doing that if you wanted to. But just cut them out and put them on. If you want, you can be doing, we've shown you lots of ways to incorporate them with your paper crafting. And if you watch any of the Crafty Witches projects that we bring you every alternate Saturday.
Yeah, Ian's in this Saturday.
Ian's in this Saturday. So are you and David as well as Stephanie and I. It's a busy day.
Teaching on Sunday.
So yeah, you can, there's lots of different ways to incorporate them with your paper crafting. But all you do, cut them out in case anybody's new here. Now look at that. So this is the resin decal. You can see this is the super sticky bit on the back. You pop it onto the medium that you want to pop it onto. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just pop that on there. I'll quickly cut out a branch so that I can show you how they layer up. And you can do layer onto layer as well. So I'll get my branch. Let's put my branch on first. So we're going to grab our branch. Now these do peel off, but I've got these nails and I find it really hard, so I always just use my pokey tool or your tweezers. It's entirely up to you. We can put our branch on just like that, burnish it down, and then pick up a corner, and then look at that. Your carrier sheet just peels away, and then I always peeled that one off, didn't I? And then the gorgeous little dot and dash will just fit there. So I've gone over that resin decal and it won't come to any harm. This could be on a glass, it could be on a mug, it could be on a mirror, it could be on a piece of furniture, it could be on your MDF. It's entirely up to you. But I just want to show you now. Look at the gloss and the shine on that. Now, it's bendable. It's, I could be wrapping that around something. I could be putting that on a glass vase, going round the edge. You can really manipulate them. Aren't those beautiful? So yeah, if you want those, don't forget they're on a 3 for 2. You might want 3 sheets of those, but you might want to mix and match them with some other of your 3 for 2.
Lovely, thank you, Corinne. Right, let's just give you a little bit more inspiration before we leave you. I'm going next door to do Makeover Monday now. For the first time ever, Makeover Monday has been split into 2 separate hours. One at 11 and the next one at 1. You're back with a outlet sale of Flower of the Month.
Yes.
Yes, at 12. So you'll join Corinne for that. But myself and David are coming up next. How beautiful are these? Our Kath is incredibly, well, all our design team are incredibly creative. And look how every single one is completely different. Completely different, using the same dies. For me, the reason I would buy this, beautiful artwork, digi-stamps, seam building, the price on those dies is extraordinary. $22.99. This isn't something that we've already launched. This launched literally midnight last night, but live in this is the first hour, and already over half the stock is allocated. So if you want this, please pick it up. $22.99 is before your discount. You'll then get your points back and get that basket spent to over £35 or over after your discounts, and we'll pay your postage. Right, go and grab yourself a quick cuppa, get settled down. Me and him next. Chaos, carnage, and a lot of fun. See you in a bit.